On this Friday's Travelin' Young, we come downtown
to visit the beautiful Rosenborg Slot.
We're the Youngs.
We've spent our lives traveling the world, and in 2018 we moved from
Chicago, Illinois to
Copenhagen, Denmark. Now we want to share with you
how our new lives abroad
is keeping us young. Keeping us young.
Are helping to keep us young.
I'm standing in front of Rosenborg Slot. This is a beautiful, smaller scale castle here in Copenhagen, and it sits in this really beautiful garden. We're right in the middle of Copenhagen, so a lot of people come here to just sit in the gardens, look at the flowers, have picnics, and just generally hang out because it's such a beautiful space.
Now we're standing outside, actually in the grounds, but right outside the Rosenborg Slot. It's actually one of my favorite places to visit in Copenhagen because it's so central for us. We just took the train here from home and got off at Nørreport, and then it's like a 5-minute walk and you're in the middle of the King's Garden and this gorgeous castle. It's not so big, but it's just a kind of a special thing here in the middle of Copenhagen. But it was actually completed in 1624 and was only used briefly a couple times as a royal residence. It was really underused when it comes down to it, and it's basically just been a beautiful castle to visit. So we're gonna go inside, and then there's a special thing we get to see at the inn that's in the basement, but we're gonna talk about that later. For now, let's walk around the inside and see what it has to offer. That unassuming small door over there is my favorite part of Rosenborg Slot. It is the crown jewels of Denmark. Down in the bottom, they have a whole treasury of amber and ivory, and of course, the crowns and all the beautiful jewelry that belong to the monarchy. So we're gonna go see it. Left. We did. It was a good trip. I think it's interesting to come back to these places now that we know more about who the people are that we're seeing. Yeah, I've only been in there twice. We came and went in when we were here that time on vacation. Yeah. In 2012, and then I went with I think I've come once with Randall when Randall and Maria were here. Yeah. And that's it. And back then I didn't know anything about Frederick VII or crazy king whose eyes follow you on the painting inside.
Christian VII. Yes, I was very excited to get to see all of the paintings from the whole like Christian VII and Caroline, Matilda, and Struensee. I definitely want to read up more on that because I'm like obsessed with that story. But
yeah, but there's tons of like portraits in there and just kind of artifacts. And we were told that some of those things, sorry for the noise, this bus is going by. Some of those things that they used to have are now at the Koninghus, since that's kind of tied to the royal palaces and stuff now.
Yeah, and I think that's the interesting thing about Rosenborg Slot is that it's so much smaller than someplace like Frederiksborg Slot, which is really beautiful and opulent, but Rosenborg Slot has all of the like really fancy things, like the really cool things that are so closely guarded, like the crown jewels and these amazing collections of Venetian glass and Flora Danica and all that kind of stuff.
All right, well, I actually came straight here and had no coffee or anything, so I say we jump into Travelin and see if we can grab some coffee.
And maybe some food.
Yeah. We've got lunch.
We do. We know you hate it when we come to Travelin because it's fancy, but I'm not complaining today because these look really good.
It's like street food. We got it from like not inside Travelin, but
exactly.
This Korean street food place just right over there.
It's always good to come and get different kinds of food. I'm going to drag Josh inside because there's some place that sells jamon iberico, and I just need to have some now. Well,
that's okay. I'm probably going to get some ice cream. Well, let's eat up and then say goodbye from this Friday's Travelin Young.
Bye.
Yeah, so we got these cheese things that have like this gooey stuff at the bottom of it, and I ate it and I took it out of this and it just like got all over my precious Washington Nationals shirt. It's gonna have to get washed now tonight. I mean, it was good, but things happen. I'm gonna eat from this side now.